Hello, everybody. Hey, welcome back. Welcome here. We're going into the last hour here of Misscliks, one shot of Mobile Frame Zero Firebrands. It's a mecha anime game designed by D. Vincent Baker, the guy who brought you games like Apocalypse World and Dogs in the Vineyard. So, if you like this game, go find it. It's been super fun. But enough about that. Let's jump back into the action because we only got an hour left. And I think it was Elf who had a scene, who wanted to do something.
I have a scene. I wish to meet sword to sword with you.
Ooh, okay. Let's work on where this is going to happen. So let's meet S word to S word.
I feel like I want to do it like in the mech, but also like a fight at the after as the dance is like closing out would be cool too. Like if we did it sort of like in person.
Oh, was there like a guffaw? Was there a faux pas that went down and now we're dueling in real life?
I mean, like maybe people are drunk, or whatever.
Yeah, let's do that. Oh, that sounds awesome. Okay, so we decide together if we're standing alone, sword to sword. Yeah, so we're like outside the hangar bay or something. Like, we took it outside.
Yeah. Well, what I would say is like just before this, there was some disagreement between like members of your house and like members of my,
We start circling around the broken champagne glass that you had from the other scene. Yes. Okay. That's where we're doing this. All right. So we're not in our frames. We're just in our dress.
So what does your weapon look like? Do you have like a ceremonial weapon, or like because I imagine we're still in the clothes that we were wearing, so.
Yeah. I want to say no. I want to say this is going to be hand to hand.
Hand to hand? Ooh, okay. All right, yeah. I got that. And
we're gonna punch, like we're gonna fight.
As soon as because I'm in like military garb, obviously, so there's probably some ceremonial weapon or something. But as soon as you sort of like put your hands up, I like take it off and like throw it away. And,
or we can get like street rules and like break our champagne glasses.
No, fist fight is so much better.
Yeah, let's engage in some brouhaha.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Awesome. All right, let's bring the ruckus.
All right. So,
okay.
What questions do we have?
The better with the sword begins.
I think that would be me. If we're talking about swords, but for punching, it might be you.
Yeah, I think it's me.
All right.
Awesome. All right. Okay. So this would be like, so this is
translate.
I know, yeah. So we fight and like it turn, as fights do, they turn into wrestling really quickly as like you try to stop people's arms from flailing at your face, right? Yeah. And we end up getting like our arms like kind of like pinned together, and we're close. And my mouth, and your mouth is near my ear. What do you say?
Nice.
Well, before this, I'm actually going to step in because anyone can ask for details about the location and circumstances.
All right.
Yeah.
What led you guys to fight? That'll probably lead into what you say.
Yeah.
Okay. What's up?
No, go ahead, Eric.
I was gonna say, obviously, you made an insult to our clan.
Probably
like an inadvertent one, right? You know what I mean?
I would say after the rejection of our friend Saphira, like rejection, so to speak, like I was clearly making moves and she was clearly like, no, I got a little bit too drunk.
Oh, we're fighting over her.
I got a little bit too drunk and I said something really rude, to you. What would be like a rude thing against your clan, like a spit on your honor kind of thing? Like, are you that kind of?
Well, I think it's. Well, I honestly think it's about Saphira, and I think you mentioned like, oh, Saphira would never be into some like low band trash or whatever. Like she said she likes landowners. That's why she's here.
She's a classy lady.
You mother, like and then like let's go, let's do it.
All right,
yeah. Great question, Trump. Thank you. That's really good.
So
that's what we're fighting over.
While I'm in and you've got me like pinned sort of like near your ear, what I say is, whether you win or lose, it's not gonna matter,
Yeah.
I also step in at this point, and I'm kind of watching from above, like waiting
balcony
who wins, because I'm going to accompany the person who wins.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. And I say, like, we'll see about that, as, like, you know, I do, like, a quick little, like, detach, kind of, you know, disengage
Yeah, and we like,
thing, and we reset to, you know, like, Mortal Kombat. Like, this is literally a Street Fighter level. Like,
I imagine there's like a landowner hand-to-hand training, like
oh,
it's
yeah,
very,
right?
like a very specific style, you know, like a military trained style.
Keep in mind, like, I'm strong. I'm bigger than you. I'm probably like 6'5". I'm like 300 pounds.
You're definitely bigger, like by a mile.
But you're more trained.
But I would say, like, yeah, my moves are very efficient. You know?
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Yeah. Okay.
So it's my turn, right?
Yes, it's your question now.
So as you push me back, okay, wait, no, I don't like that one. Hang on. It's hard. I'm just trying to translate them to like fist.
Yeah.
So I sort of like get in really close to you quickly. As soon as you disengage, I get in really close and manage to sort of like lever you over at least a little bit, like into a compromising position, like maybe trip your leg or something like that. And it looks like I'm in a position where I could just like punch you directly in the face, kind of thing, like as you're falling. Do you sort of like let that happen, or like what's your move? You know.
Which question is this one? Like, what is it like?
This
Approximately.
is the like clavicle thing. Like, do you submit or
Oh
do you
yeah. Okay.
This is like I'm trying to finish it really fast. You know, like.
Oh yeah. No, I twist away. I know, like, you got me in this maneuver, and then I'd be like, "You're smart for a kid," as I, like, you know, just forcibly, like, I don't break your arm or anything like that, but, like, I just grab it with both my hands, and then you have that sort of, like, you know, it goes to your eyes, like, oh, strong, as, like, you know, as,
there's that anime, like,
yeah, you know, exactly, right, as I go, I say, like mountain style, as like I like grab you and kind of like do like a, not a suplex, but like, you know, so like you have me like choking or something like that, and like throw you over my shoulder, but you probably, and like it's gonna be like a really hard throw, but you probably like land on your feet and do like that anime skid thing.
Yeah,
and
you're
like you turn around.
You're like expecting to throw me onto my back, and I managed to do like a roll into like a slide.
Yeah, exactly. And then it'll be my turn again.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Boy, so I fight it really aggressively, and I'm getting ready to like really try to like go for the blow now. So I'm going to overreach, and you have a chance to like hit me like with a dirty undercut. Do you take it?
100%. If you open up, I will take, because I'm cocky. Like I'm a landowner. I have training. I'll fucking take whatever hit I can get on you. Like, oh, it's one of those like anime. Like, it slows down, you know, and I see you like move your arms in a certain way, and there's like this space that's like vulnerable, and there's that inner monologue that's like, he's open. Now's the time, you know, and like immediately go in.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Cool. So we keep going. We do questions back and forth until an answer ends the duel. Note some of the leading questions might end the duel. Some of the closing questions might allow the duel to continue depending on the answer. Okay. So I think we're ready to, if you want to go into closing questions. If otherwise, we can keep
for
going.
sure.
Okay,
Wait, do I get that hit when I hit you there, or is that like
you take it?
Yeah. Jump in.
Oh yeah, I take it.
So as you are doing that, you know, pull back punch, and you're ready to go. At this point, the fight's been going on long enough that
it's drawn attention.
Yeah.
I'll have run into the middle, and then as you're punching, I kind of grasp your hand, and then I use your momentum to kind of continue.
Okay, so you're like breaking the fight up?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm obviously smaller than than Ulf, but I kind of like hold out one hand over in that direction, and then I take your hand as you're moving it, and then like I just throw it.
Yeah, I mean the difference is like you know exactly the move I'm using, right? Like you've studied as much as I have. So yeah, you totally disable that and like flip me onto my back or whatever, stop me.
No, I just let you keep going.
Oh, okay, so it's just like a like fucking
Move
stop.
your energy aside.
Okay, so I turn to Ulf and we're in closing questions, or we can closing questions this,
Okay.
and I want to say that this is kind of even. Like we've come out of this like fairly even, and now I've got like another officer standing in the way, so I don't know what question I can use. But basically, I want to like ask if you'll walk away, like if we'll both just like give up.
We circle swords tip touching would probably be the question. It's not a closing question, but that might be just the ending question.
Yeah.
Right? Because like we're getting like drawn away from each other, but we're like still trying to like fight, right? So then what do you say to me as we're getting pulled away?
This isn't over.
No. It's never. A Stormborn never forgets! As like I'm like literally the entire Seneca team has to like hold me back. Except Curtis, right?
I mean,
Curtis
Orange,
isn't here. Stupid Curtis.
I imagine Orange can like stop me just by like sort of like holding up that I shouldn't, and I'm like, fuck you, like over at you, but I'm not gonna push past
exactly
Orange to get you.
Love it. Awesome. Cool. I think that's probably seen then.
Yeah.
Nice. We'll see you on the battlefield sometime. Nice.
Oh yeah, we will.
Cool.
And of course, Ulf, I must apologize for anything that Violet may have done to offend you.
Oh
yeah, because it's my fault.
Apologies on sincerest behalf of the landowners.
Should we do an animated disagreement? Is that what you're going for? Or I'll use my scene for an animated disagreement between us.
Do it.
So now we're no longer fighting, and now it's like you're trying to apologize to me, and we're like around our crew, like our crews are nearby. You're talking me down, and you're putting up an apology. So I think the matter that we're holding a discussion is whether or not I accept your apology, or like that on those kinds of levels, or what's going on, right? This might actually end up folding into the political situation as a whole. I think this is going to uncover some wounds that were supposed to be healed.
Okay.
Okay, wait, for the argument, we're supposed to do stuff, aren't we?
Yes. So this is how the argument's kind of cool, because while the argument will be between Trump and me, right? It will be between Orange and Ulf. You two, meaning Elf and V, you guys actually end up serving as the moderators of the argument. You will be posing us questions and then giving us points based on our answers. Then the person who gets the most points ends up being the one who wins the argument.
Cool.
So that's kind of how.
Specifically give you points, or do we both judge each?
I think we just like sort of agree on who wins like each section.
No, you guys take turns asking questions. Okay. Is how it works.
All right. So who's first?
You guys are considered the audience, and you conduct the discussion. You will take turns posing challenges to the position holders. So read the conducting the discussion part of this, but then at the end of 3 challenges, we compare who has the most number of coins or points, and then that person is the winner.
So if I ask a question, I ask it to both of you, correct?
Yes. Yeah, you'll say who answers first and stuff, and then we have to do stuff. Sorry, chat. In the future, I'll do some kind of integration if I ever do this again, and let you guys to be an audience member and have to vote on one of the challenge questions.
So my question would be explain how your position is the most urgent and expedient. Personally, like if I just want to do that, like because this is like the dying of an argument where you're trying to apologize, right, for my behavior, basically, Orange, and Ulf wants to beat the shit out of me.
Yeah.
So like the point is like, why is it important to get over it, or why is it important to beat the shit out of me?
Go ahead.
Who goes first?
I think you get to ask.
Yeah, I think you got to go first.
Okay.
You being
Ulf.
okay.
Okay. So then,
Sorry.
yeah, no problem. So I think what Ulf will do is, I think so. So while you're like asking these questions, we don't really see that in the scene, right? It's really like what we're saying in the scene to each other at this moment. So I think what this looks like is, I get kind of personal with you. I met, or specifically like landownery versus Bantrash with you. I'm like, you stupid foreigners, you don't know what it's like. You have no concept of honor. The Stormborn are the most honorable family of this land. This has been ours. You do not disrespect us. We will defend ourselves for this. Honor deserves to be maintained. It is the Bantrel way.
I kind of snidely give my quick snippet. Well, I didn't want to bring this up, but you have failed in your duty to protect our holdings on this planet. You have failed to uphold your arrangement. And you have failed to conduct yourself properly as a guest. Furthermore, how dare you attack an officer?
Wow, I think he beat the shit out of you on that
Yeah, I
one.
got fucking clocked. Holy
Yeah.
shit. Nice one, Trump.
Yeah, I love it. All right.
Nice. Oh man, dude, that guest one was the knockout blow. That was really good. That was really good. I'll give credit where credit's due. All right, V, it's your turn to ask a question.
Please explain how your position best serves the neglected interests of the underprivileged.
Okay, I got it. Once again, it would be like the only reason why, like, failure, it's your fault there's a problem in the first place. If you guys just smell money and come running, that's all you care about is your greed. You do not care about anyone on this planet. The Bantrash have been looking out for the Bantrash and everyone who lives here for years and years while you guys ignored us, giving away rights to lands here as jokes, as pranks, like it is yours to give when you never were here. You do not care about this place. You only care about its wealth. You will stop at nothing and trample on any face to get it.
Now, of course you understand the position. Of course you understand.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm done.
Of course you understand the position that we landowners are here to help improve everyone's life here. Not only do we bring convenient luxuries from far-off lands, but we make sure that you all get a fair cut of it. And that, for you, is a hefty 30%. And we pay a further 20% to the locals who work. So, in other words, of course we serve the underprivileged. Your life here is much better than it used to be.
What do you think, V? Who won that?
You keep 50%. Boo. Ulf wins that
Ulf
one.
wins. All right.
Awesome.
So I guess we gotta keep going then.
There was heart in his speech.
Yeah, there's one more.
All right. Explain how your position carries the weight of tradition, law, and social order.
Pick a guy to go first.
Yeah, am I going first for all of these?
I mean, it's always the judge who gets to ask who goes first. So
All right, you're first this time then, Trump.
that's fair. Let's see. Weight of tradition, law, and social order, was that it?
Yeah.
Well, what we're doing here carries the longest upheld tradition of all, which is to say that goods are an exchange for goods and services are an exchange of money. And here, with our newfound wealth that we've discovered here, of course, we're here to share it with all of you. So there is no further tradition, law, and social order than paying you your fair share, which happens to be 30 and 20% respectively.
Blah, blah, blah. All you care about is turning red to black. It is all money with you people. The tradition of Bantrell is people first. It is always about the people, not about the money. It is about the recognition, the camaraderie between people who've been here. To show up and disrespect us, to disrespect the order and the great deeds of the Stormborn clan. Do not forget that it was your officer who stepped out of line. No doubt because they care more about money, that violet-haired wretched fiend. Only care once is nothing. It embodies everything about that's what's wrong with you. You care nothing about anything here. You're so reckless. You care. Oh, the only thing that you really care about is money and what Banterville can do.
I think you win. Like, that was some pretty solid tradition stuff. I would give that to Eric. Ulf.
Yeah, I win the argument, but it doesn't mean that I win. I still get kicked out of the party.
Yeah. Everybody around goes like, yeah, you're kind of right, but you still have to leave.
Yeah, you know, I'm like screaming this as I get like put my head into like the cop car. Right?
Pretty much.
Cool. Good scene.
Who hasn't had a scene this go round yet? V and Trump haven't, I don't think. Wait, did we? Who has? I have.
I think it just technically goes like, is it everybody has to do a scene each round? Or...
Yeah, that's the way it works.
Let me think for a sec. Sorry. You can go, Trump.
You can go.
I mean, I think the full game, technically, you don't have to. I think technically, whoever has a scene could just do another scene. And then, if you're not involved in it, then, you could just do a solitaire scene. But, it's a one-shot, and I don't want someone to steal all of the spotlight if we want.
Gotcha.
Right? So I'd rather do a little bit more equitable. But if you don't want to, you can literally pass or just do a solitaire scene if you don't know. Right? That's always a possibility.
Okay.
Sorry to put you on the spot.
No, you're fine.
You can do it, guys.
I love this game. It's so good.
I mean,
I'm like
down after I see that he's been sent off, and I also get into an animated disagreement. With Trump.
Okay. With whom? With Trump?
Yes.
Okay.
Or actually, no. Sorry, with
me.
With Violet.
All right.
No.
What are we arguing about?
I feel I'm kind of offended that you gave up in the battle.
Holy shit.
And I question your loyalty to the cause.
In front of these other people?
Not.
Okay,
like,
you do it. This is like.
I make it very inconspicuous, but like loyalty to the cause, where I'm saying landowners, but I really mean the other thing, and you know that because we talked privately.
Is this just like after everybody sort of disperses a little?
Yeah,
and
everybody is dispersed.
You're talking to me like, I can't believe you did that, rather than like, I can't believe you did. Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. Okay. I got you. All right. So
where does this take place?
I guess it'd be like the same sort of like outside the hangar kind of scene, right?
Yeah, we're right by that broken glass.
I imagine because we're outside the hangar, there's like another hangar nearby, and inside there's like actual like mechs and stuff, like in the background of this scene, like where like people are going about the actual business of like getting shit ready for fighting, and there's sort of that background ambience of like the airport sort of.
It's that it's a Street Fighter level.
Yeah, exactly. So. All right, so you come up to me and you're like, like how could you do this? How could you just start random fights with people who don't deserve it, or what? Like, what's your approach? Because I'm like, the bastard hurt my arm, like.
I'm like, how do you just give up? Like, you were fighting there for a cause and you just gave up and walked away. Is that what you'll always do? I've had a little bit of wine at this point as well.
All right, fair enough. So, questions?
Yeah, I'll take the first one, if that's okay with you, Trump.
Go for it.
Please express your position in the form of a slogan that people can rally behind. I believe the first person to do this will be Saphira. I think you have to go first. You're the aggressor here, so set the terms. What is your position? It has to be a slogan.
We fight for justice and protect the people of the land. That's my slogan.
Can't help the people if you're dead.
Fair enough, Elf. All right, Elf.
I was like, what could I say? Me first, everyone else second?
Yeah. Can't help the people if you're dead. 2016.
Can't help the people if you're dead. Slogan.
All right.
That was a good one. All right. I presume Ulf gets that one. Ulf, I'll ask you this. Please make a personal attack on your counterpart.
All right. So it goes, can't help the people if you're dead. Besides, what do you know about fighting for anything? All you've been doing is mysteriously courting with every single person who's come your way, teasing, but not promising anything. Temptress. There you go. Well, there you go. There's my personal attack.
That's pretty good. All right, and Violet, you get to make one on...
Saphira, you get to make one.
Saphira gets to make one on Violet.
Gets to make an argument on Violet.
Well, I think I made it obvious what I was looking for and who I had interest in to join our cause, but they didn't step up their game. Alas, I had to keep going.
Gee, without giving anything else away, I have to award this one to Elf as well. I like...
Yep.
Fantastic. All right.
True. You've been everything Elf said is true.
Aw. So wait, does that mean the fight's over?
No, because there's still chances of you being awarded coins, especially if the person like interrupts you or if you go on too long. There's possibilities here.
All right.
So
Can I add more to my argument then?
no, because then you would lose a point. Please explain how the other position has merit and is worth real consideration.
The other position?
Yes.
All right. Actually, this is really good because... wait, who's first?
Let's go with V. I want Saphira. You're up first.
The position's merit is worth real consideration. You did help our cause. You did help somebody that I knew. So for that, like I said, I'm forever grateful. And I would still want you to join us. I just need to make sure you're worthy and won't hurt us in the end.
So I step, like, this argument's sort of been like far apart and like leaned together, sort of like, like having this argument. I step a little closer as I sort of like continue the argument, and I'm like, and I understand that you're just looking out for your people. I understand why you're angry, and I understand why you think maybe I'm not worth the time that you're putting in. But my heart is in the right place. My wits might not always be, but my heart is.
Aw, the feels.
That's awesome.
This is like one of those moments where like it was like this, and I try and make it like this. You know, like,
I that's deliberately why I chose that one after the personal attacks. I wanted to now do the opposite. Oh, nice.
Is your heart with? Oh wait, I don't say anything more, right?
I mean,
Nope.
if you want to go.
There's no rebuttals.
Okay.
So I think the winner here then is Elf, but it was close. It was close to a draw. It felt more like a draw.
Landslide, I say.
All right,
That
Elf
Russian
wins,
judge.
and I'm no longer angry with violence.
Yeah, and as I win this argument, I sort of like reach out to try and like take your hand if I can, like in mine,
I let you take my hand.
and I sort of like hold it and say like, I'm going to help you. Your people are going to be all right.
I nod in agreement.
And sort of like I gingerly like let go and like let you, leave, or I turn to leave, something like that.
No stealing time together.
If you turn to leave, I stand and watch you go.
Hate to argue with me, but love to watch me leave.
No stealing time together scene after that.
I mean, I would definitely go into it, but also it's not my turn to make a scene.
Sure, I'll do a solitaire scene. So
Oh.
outside this hangar, we've got a fountain, which actually like is off to the side of where you've been fighting. I just stare off into the fountain, kind of thinking to myself, sit at one of the benches. According to HQ, we're supposed to get complete approval of the locals. Everyone was supposed to have a better life. Isn't that the case? After losing the argument to even a noble, maybe there's something else afoot. Are we in the wrong? Couldn't possibly be.
Aw, yeah.
That's just my scene. You all notice me like staring into the fountain as well.
There's like a moral dilemma like on the inside, that like inner anime monologue.
Mm.
Yeah, I
Are
love
we
it.
the baddies?
Are we the bad guys?
They're with the baddies.
So I'd like to steal some time with Saphira if possible. After that last scene, I feel like we got some chemistry. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm cool with it.
Well, it's up to V, right? Yeah? Okay. So, I imagine this scene to be like at the rebel base, so to speak, like at the revolutionary like secret lair. I flew my mech out clandestinely in the middle of the night to like recon with you. This is probably like a week later or something. And to like try and figure out what I can do to like really help, to like throw my support behind you as a like a clandestine member of the revolutionaries. And of course it's made its way back to a private room somewhere, maybe a quiet hallway or a bedroom. I don't know, like what do you think, B?
A quiet hallway.
Quiet hallway? Yeah.
A quiet maintenance shed.
Well, I mean, it's the revolution. It's the
I
revolutionary.
know. That's what I'm saying. A quiet maintenance shed.
Yeah,
Or a
it's
janitorial
broom
closet.
closet.
Yeah, broom
yeah,
closet.
like a broom closet.
Very
exactly.
nice, comfortable, with a buzzing light above,
Yeah. So, let's go to the questions here. This is like the romance one. So.
Yeah. So the rules for this one is converse as you like naturally. During the conversation, either of you may, whenever you like, begin an exchange making an advance, then the other makes an answer to conclude the exchange. So this game, which is cool for if you guys are ever interested in learning how consent works, this is definitely that.
Yeah. So, I imagine if this is like a quiet hallway, we're standing fairly close together, having like a conversation, basically. And I say, I can bring supplies, weapons, things that maybe the landowner quartermaster won't miss. I could try and figure out some way to change the patrol roster or anything, let something slip. And while I'm saying this, I sort of like reach my hand over to yours like I did in the alley, and like hold it, but like lower if I can. You have to confirm.
You may, but only for a moment.
Okay, so it's like a brief brushing of fingertips. All right.
I say, yes, that would be good. The more supplies you can bring over our way and the less supplies that the landowners have would be good. So they're not able to defend themselves against us. And we can finally bring peace.
Why does it
stop taking money from everyone?
Why does it always have sorry, did you have a question to like lead in there? Anything you're doing? Or is it just like you want me to go again?
It might just be a conversation. No, you might.
All right.
You just converse naturally, but then when there's an advance, then
okay. When there's an advance, all right. That's more my job, I think, at this point. So I say, why does it have to come to defending ourselves? I'm a landowner. Do you want me to give you my weapon so that I have to defend? I leave myself defenseless. Why can't we just work together, like we are?
Well, I would love for us to work together, but not all landowners think that way. You saw earlier tonight.
Have you really ever tried to convince them? And I'm gonna make another advance here. Sort of which one is good here? I reach out to like brush your hair like around your ear, May I?
You may, but first I want you to agree with me. Will you?
So you like stop me and you're like, weapons.
Promise me weapons. If you mean it, promise me weapons.
Right? You. Yeah. Will you protect us? Will you truly help our cause?
Of course I'll.
If you don't agree? What if? Are you going to keep the weapons behind? What if they attack us? Would you let them attack me? And I kind of give you the look.
Of course I'll protect you. But you have to understand, they're my people.
But
they're my people as much as your people are your people. I don't want anyone to die.
Part of these people with what they're doing. Do you really feel good about taking 50% away from everyone and seeing starving children out on the streets?
I can't tell you that I feel fine about that. But what I can tell you is that there are people like me, people who feel the same way
then
among the landowners.
More about it.
Sort of like all you ever want from me is something else. You ask and ask of me and you give nothing. You want my help. You want me to stay. Why are you so cold? Anime tropes. I'm not.
No. This is so good. This is gold, dude. Oh my god.
I've sadly been this way for so long because I've had to. I've had to protect my people for so long. It's hard to trust others. But I'm trying. I touch your cheek. May I?
You may. You may, and I draw away just just slightly. Like there's the like touch, but then I sort of step back, out of your reach, and I say, if we're going to do this, you have to understand that I care about you, and I want you to be happy and your people. But this is not business. This is not talking about the war. This is two people. This is not nations. I reach back towards you and touch your wrist, if I may, to rejoin contact.
You may. And I don't pull back.
See?
I don't know. I'm still hesitant, but I'm learning to trust you more and more. But you're right. This is no longer a conversation just about nations or what's going to happen. This is between two people. And I want to protect you as much as I want to protect my people as well. And I don't want your people to suffer either. That's not what this is about.
We'll find a way to bring them together. As we've come together.
I really hope so.
Fade?
You're interrupted by an attack.
Whoa!
I challenge a tactical skirmish to Violet, or to Saphira.
Oh, Saphira.
Or to Saphira and Violet, if you're into that.
No.
Yeah, no, like the sirens go off, right?
We're just about to sort of like move towards somewhere more private. Like the makeout session is about to begin, and the
the sirens go off. Yeah, exactly. Yes. Oh my God, this is gold.
They found the secret
we
base.
tracked down the rebel base.
Yes.
Dude, tactical. By the way, just as a record, this is something that I've learned from playing this game a little bit. Tactical skirmishes are pretty deadly. They're pretty nasty. It's awesome.
I turn toward. Well, can we talk or we wait for a question? Right.
Well, I mean, we're together. I mean, like conversing is the thing we can do.
This is where this ends.
Yeah. What's going on? You didn't show anybody this place, did you?
They must have followed me here, or something like that.
I knew that following Violet would provide dividends.
I knew that the tracking device I planted on all the mechs.
Everything is tracked.
Trump's character is like a mastermind of tracking.
Oh my God.
All right. So I go
devious mastermind. That's perfect, man. I wouldn't even thought of that. That is so good.
Quickly get to your mech. I'll join you. And like I start moving down the hall towards like where I can get my my robot.
Perfect.
I rush to my mech and I put it on auto because I've made my mech able to do so, and then I jump in the mech that we fixed.
Okay, so you've got like yours piloting by itself, and you've got like the fixed one that you're piloting. Exactly. Cool. Dividends.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah. So, are we going to do a tactical skirmish, Trump? Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, sounds good.
Hell yeah.
Cool. You're leading it, man.
All right, let's see. Both you say how many soldiers you lead. It should be a number from 3 to 8. Be prepared to identify each one by name, rank, code name, relationship to you, or position in your force.
I don't imagine that I have any with me because this is like a private moment where I would have gone on my own. Because
you might be with the resistance, are you not?
Yeah, I mean, I've probably got two or three like resistance people who are like under my command in this fight, sort of thing.
Or yeah. So it seems like this is a raid of the landowner, like Trump's Seneca group against the resistance, and you just happen to be a part of the resistance squad that's getting attacked right now.
Have you actually joined the resistance yet? No, probably.
No.
I mean, you're just you probably have your mech, and then it would be up to The fear is to have the soldiers.
Yeah. Well, here's the important question: are you actually even in this fight, or do you dip out?
I think after the conversation I just had, I have to be in this fight so I can like try and convince Orange to leave.
Okay.
You know? So
okay.
that
Yeah.
we can,
So then, yeah. Okay, then you're gonna be a player on the rebel side, essentially.
Yeah, basically.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Then I always have, since I'm a rebel and we don't travel alone, like I traveled alone in the event, but of course there's rebels nearby, and if they hear the alarm, they know where to find me.
And others like will probably scramble to your aid anyways or something, right? Yeah. Okay.
All right, cool.
Yeah. So you might have to end up naming some people.
That's
don't
cool.
worry about it right now. Just when it comes up, we'll worry about it.
My 2 rebels are named Dak and Alex.
All right, so we take turns making demands of each other. The attacker makes the first demand. When you make a demand, you choose whether to demand submission or withdrawal. In your demand, you must name yourself, one of your own soldiers, or one of your enemy's declared objectives. Let's see.
Yeah, I mean the setup is pretty obvious here. Like we played out what the setup is. But was there anything about naming the objectives of this skirmish? What is
my objective is to disable the rebels' ability to attack.
Neutralize their threat. Yeah,
neutralize the threat.
Do we also have an objective other than defend ourselves, or like, is it just Trump that has an objective?
Your objective is probably defend yourself. Maybe your objective is defend.
I mean, my personal
to drive
objective,
off, right?
Yeah,
it's to drive off.
My personal objective is to get you to stop fighting. Like, I don't really want to kill you personally.
Yeah.
I mean,
what's the resistance's objective?
Disarm him as well.
Yeah.
What's the resistance's objective, V?
To disarm him as well.
Okay.
So we don't want him having anything that he can fight us with.
Okay. Cool.
But we don't necessarily want to kill him either. Capture.
Okay. Yeah, capture or drive off, essentially. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, how do we play this?
All right, well, I will make the first demand since I'm the attacker. So submit or withdraw now. I mean, this is an attack, so you basically either get to submit or withdraw, or this happens. Or
yeah, these are all awful.
Yeah, you're able to get the drop on them, since I'm guessing we got the drop on you, and kind of take out your base defenses, like your outer wall, which has some turrets or whatnot.
Like gun turrets, yeah. So your team comes swooping in and just like blasts the outer wall with like a barrage and like fucking destroys it, basically.
That's the goal.
Sweet. V next, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So with me in the forefront, leading my silver mechs behind me. So I'm in gold, and then the rest of my men are behind me.
You have 2 men, right?
No, I have 8. Let's see.
You get the full wing with them, yeah.
That's right. We swoop into your base, and in a surprise amount, since the rebels weren't expecting the attack this day, the rebel base was probably even hidden. We just get the jump, and we tactically take out all the outer base defenses. As we swoop in, I hold my shield and protect my men in the back where I draw some fire to me.
All right, Trump, which one did you select?
Submit now, or let's see, you're able to draw the outer base out of position and cut, or you get the drop on blank and take them prisoner. I just said you got the drop on the base defenses.
No, I think what that's supposed to mean is your own guy. Basically, you're asking them to submit or something bad happens to your guys.
Oh, to my guy.
Yes, like it's like it's harmful. Like all of these things are bad for you.
Oh, I see.
And then they return the favor.
Got it.
Because bad shit happens to us too.
Yes.
So the demand is when I make a demand, something bad happens to me.
Yes. Yeah. And then they return, something bad happens to you. That's what makes this game so weird, and it's like every decision you have to make is as a commander is like, it costs something.
Okay. Submit now or an opportune shot from one of your guys manning the defenses cripples Curtis, my lieutenant.
Oh no, Curtis!
No, Curtis, no!
No, we don't submit. Curtis bites it.
All right,
At least for me. I don't know.
Now you make a demand. V makes a demand.
Yeah, V.
You have to do the same thing that Trump did now. So you have to declare submit or withdraw now, or a resistance defender that you must name and stuff eats shit, basically.
Submit or withdraw now, or you catch
Alex.
Or my least experienced soldier surrenders to your mercy.
Steve.
Fucking Steve.
That's fine. As my guys swoop in shock and awe formation, one of your soldiers gets a shot on Curtis, and then the other one is like, no, please don't, and surrenders immediately.
Cool. Do I have the same thing? Because we'd be doing 2 submits on our side if.
Yeah, basically on your turn, choose an enemy to make a demand. If they don't submit or withdraw, they immediately make a demand of you in return. After you passes the next player. So
it's me again. So it's me.
If you and your partner agree, so basically this is essentially a game between.
I think we should work
Trump
together
and V.
because otherwise I feel like.
Yeah, I think this is like V and Trump, and I'm just here.
Yeah, you assist me in making decisions.
Yeah. Does that mean V has the ability to put you on the line as one of these answers?
100%. I'll give her that power.
Okay. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, Sophia, or Saphira, as you are doing this. But I think it's now back to Trump then.
Okay. Yeah. Submit now, or my force spreads itself too thin, and you pick off Eric, who is straggling. Eric is one of my lower rank soldiers. He joined my force alongside the journey over here about. He's only made it here 6 months ago.
Oh man, you're filling in Eric's tragic backstory just before he eats it.
Yep. He just got married too. This was his first deployment. He never got to see his kid.
That's true. He's last known to be engaged. He was last seen at the party. I think trying to conversing with one of the locals.
So he is already. Nope. Submit or withdraw now, or you catch us on the move.
Rip Eric.
Wait, submit or withdraw now, or you get the drop on Sandy and take them prisoner. So there are many women rebels, and this woman rebel happens to be the mom of 2 at home, but she wanted to protect her young. So you take her prisoner, and she has a 2- and 3-year-old.
Yeah, as I'm taking the previous 2 prisoner, the rebels might notice that I've only gunned down the stationary targets, the ones that are automatic, and then otherwise they seem to either by luck or by orders be using non-lethal force to close into melee and knock out the mechs out of commission. Anyways, we've made it through the primary walls by now, and I actually state, stand down. We don't need anyone to get hurt here. Submit, withdraw now, or you're able to concentrate fire on Steven and gun them down.
Steven gets gunned down.
Oh, brutal.
Yeah, but if this is what I love that's what I love about this game so much is that it sounds so good to do that, but that means you're on the line next. You can't do that.
No, Steven possibly gets gunned down, but At the same time, I have activated this powerful mech that nobody knows exactly what it does, and it has taken control of all of your mechs. It is the mech of all mechs.
What?
Which question is this one? Okay, so you turned it on, but you have to...
He's just like found a Gundam, like the appropriately super powerful mech that is going to close out this entire thing. Here we go.
And it
I guess
powered down all other mechs. But it is still working. But all other mechs are powered down. So submit or withdraw now, or... or you ambush and capture Dan, my squad.
Dan.
Does that include mechs on your side?
Yes, all mechs on my side as well, except for
Okay, so we're all deactivated except for you.
Yes.
That's fine. One of my right before the deactivation, there was like my guy had just as the deactivation happens, one of my guys had was going on the attack, and then his mech powers off, and then he falls on one of your people. My guy climbs out of his mech and kind of ties up the other mech pilot.
Nice.
I kind of pick up my radio and I call in, attention all forces. They're using some kind of EMP. I don't, it turns out that none of them can hear me since all systems appear to be powered down. So submit now, or let's see.
Use the rocket launcher, Trump.
Or your mech goes ahead and zeroes in on, let's see, on me, and you can blow the hell out of them.
Wait, so it would blow up you?
Yeah.
You
have the ability to shoot and kill Orange, but if this is an anime, the first thing you would see is like me going like, "No, don't!" You know, like kind of like.
And you would
take so you're like Uber mech, like gets its sights dialed on. You see like the fucking like reticle, you know, go from like green circling to like red at like the vulnerable points of the mech or whatever. Then we see Elf, you know, we see Violet screaming no, and what do you do? Do you submit or do you take him out?
I submit. I can't kill the one I
Oh.
I see her run over, and I'm like, my heart just drops. So, I submit.
Oh my god.
Because I won't kill the one that has stolen my heart.
Well, I mean, I guess, is there anything you guys want to say? Because otherwise we probably just will wrap up at that.
No, I feel like that's a good.
I feel like that's the way it ends. That's the way it ends. I mean, I don't even, like, we can do epilogues and stuff, but, like, I feel like just leaving it unknown would be pretty great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
All right. I mean, do we like this was fun, right? This was a pretty good game?
That was super fun.
All right.
Oh, narrative games.
Yep. You can pick up Firebrands at the link I just posted in the chat there. Let's do some quick outros, everybody. Who wants to go first? Elf, you go first. You were last time, so the first shall be last, etc.
Oh, all right. Like outros, like the whole introduce myself thing. Sure. I'm Distracted Elf. Hi. I stream on Twitch. Partner streamer. Blah blah blah. All that crap. You can find me at Distracted Elf everywhere, basically. Twitter, Twitch, everywhere. And I usually play games that involve me naming stuff after chat members and then watching it die. like RimWorld or XCOM or any of that stuff. I also play a bunch of other tabletop games. I'm in a couple of other tabletop things. Like I'm in the Roll20 Adventurers League game on Thursdays, stuff like that. So yeah, come hang out. I'm fun, I swear.
Nice. Yeah, I can confirm. Elf super fun. All right. V?
I'm V Parlofois, partnered streamer as well, and I do everything from DDR to cooking to glass art, which we will be doing glass art tonight, trying to finish up the Paladin piece, and possibly playing World of Final Fantasy, but it just depends what time I actually want to stay up till tonight. But that's what we'll be doing this week, and lots of DDR this week as well. So. And awesome. I'll be at BlizzCon next week.
Nice. Cool. Trump?
I'm a professional con-goer Trump. I've been to quite a few cons recently, and I'm going to BlizzCon. I guess if you watch my stream, I'm at Trump SC, and you can watch me play hours of Civilization 6, since it takes like 6 hours to play one game, especially in multiplayer. Otherwise, it takes even longer, maybe. So that was fun. I'm glad you introduced this. It's very Calvin Ball-esque, which I love.
Great. Cool. And yeah, thank you guys. So once again, this game is called Mobile Frame Zero Firebrands by Vincent Baker. I went ahead and posted the link here in chat how to pick it up. And if you like these types of games, I just posted in chat. I'm Eric Vulgaris on everything. I'm a non-partnered streamer. But if you like these kind of role-playing games, this is what I do. This is what I do on my streams. I play these types of games all the time. In fact, I'm going to be playing Firebrands every day on Fridays starting in November, just because this game's so much fun and I love it so much. All one-shots. Super good.
I think I have to watch some Gundam now.
Yeah.
Like, I have to actually go and watch something.
Right?
You like that kind of stuff?
I feel like I have to as well.
Yeah, this was pretty good, everybody. I can't thank you guys enough for stepping in. Like I said, this game was completely prepless. There was nothing that I had to do other than set up the Roll20 to do it. Everyone else can attest that they just showed up, and I gave them a quick little 15-minute spiel about the game, and that was it. And we sat down, and we had this amazing experience. So hopefully this inspired some of you guys to maybe consider checking out these types of games, or just maybe even picking up Dungeons & Dragons because your friend offered you and you're on the fence about it. Play more games, right? That's the best thing you can do. Share stories. Stories is the best thing in the world. They unite everybody. It's one of the most unifying human experiences is telling stories. So do it. Just do it. And that'll be it for us today. We're gonna sign out here from Misscliks. Take care, everybody. This is super fun. I love seeing you guys in chat. This is great. Take care.